Welcome back, and we have a great guest for us today, and that is Kenny Harper, Alderperson of District Number 14. Kenny, nice to see you today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
All right, so let's hear it. For those who don't know what an alderperson does, what does an alderperson do?
Really simply, an alderperson serves as the liaison between the city and its constituents. My job as an alderperson is to make sure that the concerns of the constituents of the 14th district are heard, and I'm basically the go-between. So anything that I can do to help the constituents in communications with the city and different things like that, I look forward to doing.
Great. What made you decide to run as an alderperson back then?
I guess back in 2020, I opened my business, and one of the things I said when I opened my business is I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see. So not that everything in the city is going wrong, but just really wanted to be a positive influence in the city and just be able to see how things work.
Well, let's hear about your district. So your district number 14, where does that represent?
So it's kind of one of it's the only district in the city that is not a straight line. So the boundaries are really off, but the furthest point north is 63rd Street. The furthest point east is 43rd Avenue. And the furthest point west is Green Bay Road. And then the furthest point south would be 89th Street.
Okay, so you got a pretty good area. A lot of businesses and families that live in that area.
Correct.
Okay, so those that the constituents that live in those districts, you represent them.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they call about? When they see you or email or call you? What do the constituents say?
Around this time of year, a lot of unkept property complaints, noise things, just block parties, different things like that. It's been really simple stuff, nothing major or out of the ordinary. We have been getting a lot of calls about potholes and the Fiber City project, putting the fiber optics in the ground and how how the yards are being left, or issues with that, or roots from trees disturbing sidewalks. So nothing really major, just things like that.
But that's great, because I'm hearing from the other alderpersons too, those same sort of issues that kind of come up, because with the Fiber City they're coming in and digging up, but it's like the restoration project is what the constituents really want to learn about.
Absolutely. It's almost like when I tell my 8-year-old to clean up after yourself when you get done. But overall, the constituents just want their properties back the way that Fiber City found them.
Yeah. What is the role of the Common Council? Because you do sit on that. Every district, alderperson from the district. Let's hear what goes on in the Common Council.
So the Common Council is responsible for instilling ordinances in the city, and ordinances are another phrase for laws in the city and different rules and regulations. We're also responsible for upholding those laws and regulations.
Give me an example of one of those ordinances or laws that.
It could be, let's see. One could be like if they're putting a new business in the district. Let's say that the business has to go to city plan before they build, and city plan has to approve it. Well, once it leaves city plan, then it has to come to Common Council to be approved overall, to make the final decision whether this business or this project will be done in the city.
Okay, so every alderperson sit on a commission or a committee. What committees or commissions that you sit on?
So I sit on the license and permit committee and also the finance committee.
Okay, so what goes on for license and permits for what?
License and permits for bartenders' licenses, liquor licenses. Let's see, there's cab drivers' licenses, all kinds of licenses.
Speaking of businesses, we're kind of on that topic. What type of businesses are in your district?
So one of the most intriguing businesses is the Masala House, the Indian Masala House, the Indian restaurant. They're new.
Yeah.
They're doing really well. Exciting business to have in the district. Seven Brew is part of my district. Let's see what else. There are quite a few businesses. We've got the, and forgive me because I'm always forgetting names, but Pick and Save on 75th Street is in my district. So that plaza, that whole plaza there is in my district. There's the Walgreens on 80th, that's a part of my district. Yeah, just a lot of businesses in the district.
Because you also sit in on the Common Council, you sort of represent also the whole city of Kenosha, because there could be issues that come in. One popular one that's talked about is the revitalization of the downtown. What's your thoughts on the downtown area?
I think the downtown area is becoming well, if it wasn't already, it's becoming an even bigger tourist destination, right? Kenosha is a beautiful city, and I get to brag about it, and you know, just fortunate enough to be a part of it. But Kenosha is a very beautiful city. Our downtown is something that can't be rivaled in other cities. Other cities can't say that they have what we have going on, and it's a lot of change going on, and things are moving fast. But downtown is going to be a place, once it's finished, where you can eat, play, live, and really enjoy living in Kenosha.
And there's also that Kin district that's going on, or the Kin area, I should say. What's your feelings on that?
Kin is going to be a really interesting project. The innovations that's going on there, the Lakeview Tech being there with the STEM school, and then the actual Kin center itself is going to house businesses. It's got an event space, so really exciting area, and looking forward to see all the new housing that's going to go up. And like I said, Kenosha's growing, and we're growing, and from what I see, the mayor and the city administration has done a great job in being able to keep up with the growth that's about to come, and really foreshadowing the success that's going to happen in Kenosha in the near future.
You get people calling in and talking about maybe how you improve your district. You sit on the city common council, but then for yourself, when you walk around District 14, do you ever come up with any ideas saying, you know what, this would be a neat addition or improvement to your district?
So you know what, at this point, I would call myself a learner. I'm still learning the ins and outs of what happens in the district and all the parts of the district, considering it being so vast. I've always, when I came to Common Council, I said that I didn't want to come in with the idea that everything was wrong and I needed to change a bunch of stuff, but really just being an avid learner of what the constituents need from me.
That will lead me up with my last question that I ask every alderperson, and that is, why should someone come and visit and live in Kenosha?
We've got so much to offer. A city that sits right on the lakefront. We're affordable. You can have a good time or raise a family or retire and do everything in between. So I think Kenosha has captured my heart over the last 23 years, 24 years, and I welcome anybody to see what I saw 24 years ago and when I fell in love with it.
Kenny Harper, District 14. I love District 14. There's a lot going on there. If you haven't been out there, go to District 14. Kenny Harper, thanks so much for talking with us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.